Congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure you're bored of hearing congratulations, but hey, it's deserved. It's such
How could I be bored of hearing congratulations?
it's such an iconic part of history and such an important project that Quentin was trying to get off the ground for a long, long time. I mean, what was it like to be in this world? Because he creates such wonderful places in amongst kind of the real world.
What was it like to...
What was it like to work with him on this project?
Yeah, well, it's the first time I've ever worked with Quentin, and it was incredible, both the subject matter and the script itself. Quentin is an incredible writer. From the moment I read the script, I realized, of course, I've been a huge fan of him as a director, but I'd never read one of his scripts, and I really got a whole nother appreciation for, he has the most amazing dialogue and everything that we appreciate in his films, but reading it, it's really there on page. He's such a brilliant writer. It's just so rich with character description, and most scripts are like skeletons, and this really was full of lush detail. So that was incredible, and just this world to be part of, taking Hollywood back to 1969 was a really, really exciting experience. From refacing Hollywood Boulevard, our brilliant production designer Barbara Ling, and Bob Richardson, our cinematographer, who shot it beautifully. I mean, it was glorious for a costume designer, because I got to do in front of the camera and in behind the camera scenes is a movie about Hollywood, literally, with all these great westerns. I mean, I got to do 2 westerns with Quentin, which is like a bucket list for me. One, let alone 2, with Bounty Law and Lancer, that's in our movie. And then, that was really fun to be able to be part of telling that story, as well as all these kind of, sub-stories, the hip Hollywood with Roman Polanski and Sharon Tate, and conservative Hollywood, you see at Musso and Frank's with Al Pacino. And then, of course, Manson and the Manson family. So it was really like a treasure trove for a costume designer.
I mean, in terms of the Western stuff, did he give you any specific places to kind of get inspiration from? Was there any particular Westerns of the time, or did he have his own kind of designs in mind of what he wanted to look like? Or did he say to you, hey, that Clint Eastwood film, I want it to kind of look like that?
Oh, the first day of work, Quentin gave me a massive list of reference and research that he asked me to take a look at, which was not only reference of films, but also of television shows. So it was very, working with Quentin's immersive. He also had movie night when we were prepping the movie, and we'd all get together and watch films that he would curate based on films that were filmed in Los Angeles around 1969. So it was just wonderful. But, Quentin is a collaborator, and as much as we share all the reference and research, he's really encouraging to bring our own ideas to the table. So, it's wholly collaborative.
Yeah. And just a final question, did you have a favourite costume throughout the whole process? There's so many, I can imagine, but some of DiCaprio's Western costumes were pretty iconic. I guess Sharon Tate's wardrobe is quite iconic as well.
Keep going.
Roman Polanski, all of them.
Brad's Hawaiian shirt. It's really hard. People ask all the time, what's your favorite? And it's hard for me to say they're like my babies, but I would say that, Brad's costume, Cliff Booth, the Hawaiian shirt, was the most kind of copied for Halloween. So that was fun to see people dressing up as Cliff Booth at Halloween. Sharon's costumes were fantastic. The python coat that we made, and there are just so many wonderful opportunities and so many costumes. It's hard to choose.
Well, wish you all the best to that.
I think I liked him in his bathing suit the best.
Wow.
In his robe.
I wish you.
When he took his shirt off.
When he goes onto the roof. Yeah. Iconic. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your time. Pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!